What's going on, B Nation? I hope you guys are all doing fabulous and well on your journeys. Today I wanted to talk about acid reflux. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions and I love you guys sending your questions my way or just sharing your story. It helps so many people out there that are finding my channel. And acid reflux, heartburn, Gerd, this is what people are dealing with out there, and I really wanted to get in this topic today just because so many people are either, taking medications for it, taking enzymes, and there's so many doctors out there who are really promoting these certain types of supplements or medications. And you guys know me, I always like to look at cause and effect and what may be causing this. What could you possibly be doing that may be contributing to this acid reflux? And I'm drinking some grape juice right now as we speak, which I love grapes. This actually looks like alcohol, but it's what I used to drink, lots of alcohol, and now I'm drinking lots of grape juice. That's much better for me. So acid reflux. When we look at acid reflux, we can see that the stomach acid in your body is going up your esophagus, causing quite the burn. I've had it myself, a chest burn, heartburn. And I'm not a doctor, so this is just my own experience, what has helped me to never have heartburn, indigestion again. So when we look at chemistry, food is chemistry. So first of all, I want to talk about food because that is one of the main things that we're eating, we're consuming every day. Every day we are consuming air that we're breathing, whatever we put on our skin, whatever we drink, whatever we eat, whatever we even tell ourselves, right, mentally or hanging around people, we're consuming that energy. And food is energy. And when we look at food as being chemistry, everything on this planet is chemistry. We have two sides to chemistry, acids and base or alkaline, right? So when we look at this acid buildup in the body, symptoms of pain, inflammation, burning, we can see that we are consuming too many acids. The acid buildup in our body is not being neutralized as it should. And our body has its own buffering system, sodium bicarbonate buffering system to neutralize this acid. But the problem happens when it can't keep up and our alkaline stores are getting really depleted and our body can't keep up to neutralize these acids that we're bringing in. So this could be even, we need to look at what our parents ate, the genetics that we got, because whatever we're eating is going to fall on our genetics, right? So if our parents were eating a lot of, acid forming foods in the body, that will maybe get passed on to you. And then if you're consuming very acid forming foods, that's just going to keep piling on these cells in our body. And the body is really quite simple, right? Health is even simple. The body is just made up of two fluids. You got lymph and blood and a bunch of trillions of cells. We don't actually know, I think, how many cells we have, but the chemistry is actually really simple too. We have two sides to chemistry, acids and base or alkaline. So the acids, when you know your body's acidic, now you know that you got to go to the other side of chemistry. Start bringing in some cooling foods. So what falls on the alkaline base side of chemistry? Well, that's where your fruits come in, your vegetables, your greens, because these contain lots of minerals. And minerals is what the body is actually needing when you have inflammation, pain, acid reflux. These are all symptoms that your body is in acidosis, an acidic state. And that's good to look at because now you can go to the other side of chemistry and start bringing in these minerals like potassium, calcium, You got magnesium. Some people, what they'll do is they get acid reflux, they'll go for a quick remedy, which is a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate, and they'll put that in a glass of water. And they'll drink that, and they'll notice that that will ease up, that will neutralize some of this acidity going on. And the reason they choose sodium bicarbonate is because it's high alkaline. And I personally, I really like to get my alkalinity from my food. I like to ingest that every day, the alkaline foods, because then your body doesn't have to work so hard to keep it in balance, to keep neutralizing these acids. So really, if we just looked at what we're consuming and stopped consuming some of these foods, we would stop the effect, right? Cause and effect. What we bring in, what's it causing, and then what is the effect of that? What is the effect of us breaking down this food? So alcohol is one thing I would say to avoid, as well as spicy food. Anytime you got these like really, really spicy foods coming in, your body has to release mucus to protect the organs, to protect the cells and your whole lining, your whole system. So it'll really protect itself by releasing this mucus. But if it can't keep up, you're going to be on fire. And if your body's on fire, we need to bring in some alkaline water hydration. High protein diets are also very acidic forming in the body. I'm talking about, your beef, a lot of animal products out there, very acidic in the body because they're not in harmony with our body. So when we're bringing in these proteins, these foreign proteins, say beef, you ingest that, your stomach acid now has to increase hydrochloric acid. So now we got two acids. And the reason why the stomach acid has to increase is to break down these proteins. And then we may get, the indigestion, the heartburn. So we really don't want to have our stomach acid increasing a lot of acid in there, because now you're getting two acids and you're going to feel the burn of that, especially if your parents were eating that and then you start consuming that. You can see how people are now getting a lot of, the heart attacks out there, heart disease, arteriosclerosis, artery plaquing. And this has been shown, if you look at there's the immense scientific research out there, you can reverse this. They're showing that you can reverse some of this plaque buildup in your arteries. And I really believe that the body can heal itself if you start giving it the right fuel. And we are predominantly more carbon species. All our cells run off of carbon and oxygen. But you'll see nitrogen, proteins, will fall at the very end. And that's because they're on the acid side of chemistry. You got the nitrogen, sulfur, those are your proteins. So when you bring those proteins in, your stomach acid is gonna have to break these down. And it does that with a hydrochloric acid. So I would say start bringing in lots more fruit, a lot more vegetables and green juices, or eating big salads. But the fruit is like my top notch, especially your whole berries. I do some grape juices now and then. Berries, cantaloupe, papaya, melons, oranges. There's a whole fruit kingdom. Whatever fruit you guys like, just start introducing that, and that should cool things down with the hydration, the alkalinity, and the astringent power of these fruits. And it has a little bit of sugar in there to, fuel your cells so that we can, have the energy to do things. A lot of people, they're tired, they don't have energy, they're depressed, they have anxiety. And really, we need to look at what's coming in. What chemistry are you bringing in that maybe bringing your glands down, your organs down? We want the body to do as little work as possible in breaking down your foods. That's where fruit is phenomenal. And bananas contain potassium. You got your berries, lots of calcium-rich foods. It's all about bringing in more minerals. So when your body is inflamed, when you got acid buildup, we want to bring in more minerals, and that's going to come from your greens, lots of magnesium, calcium. You got, like I said, the whole grapes, your fruits, your berries are so good for your glands, you guys. And then we want to look at, taking out some of those proteins that are wreaking havoc on the body. If you find it challenging to get off the meat or the dairy or the fast food, even, the fast food out there is deep fried at high temperatures, and we become addicted with all the sugar, salt, and fat they add in these foods. It is addicting. So you may just want to start, taking out something and then replacing it with at least a whole plant food. So even if you go from your, the animal products just to whole plant foods, that's making progress. You're doing some steps, some baby steps. I understand most people coming off the standard American diet to just go on fruit, maybe quite the leap for you guys. I get it. So just start bringing in some whole plant foods, and that's going to start, at least bringing in some more alkalinity to the body. But really, we want to start taking out those proteins, the high animal products, and really start bringing in the hydration, the alkaline foods to neutralize these acids that may have been sitting in you for how many years. And this is what we're dealing with, you guys. There's so many people out there that are dealing with cancers and heart disease, and a lot of these are preventable. So that's why I'm out here trying to get the word out and help you guys naturally, instead of, taking this pill, this supplement, take this enzyme. Really, enzymes are found in your raw fruits and vegetables. That's where the living enzymes are that were hit from the sun. And that's that light energy that's going to fuel us and give us the energy to, do our daily activities and feel good. It's just about feeling good too, and feeling your best. And I want you guys to feel your best and not be in pain. Especially if you're caring for, your family members and you are trying to take care of yourself. This is where the whole plant foods, your whole fruits, your vegetables, and, bringing in the hydration is really going to cool things down. And our blood is about 7.4, something like that, pH, which is on the alkaline side of chemistry. So we want our body not to be, working hard to keep that blood pH at that level, right? So we also want our own buffering systems of a body to not be working hard and everything just to run smoothly. We want this whole vessel, this whole vehicle, however you wish to say it, to be running smoothly and have good energy flow, right? And so with our two fluids of our body, our blood and our lymph, we want those fluids to be running smoothly. So we help it out with the fruits, vegetables, and the greens. And then we, take out the acid-forming foods. So spicy foods, alcohol, your high proteins from the animal products, the fast food that are deep fried, the chicken, these foods, you guys. I was at KFC once a week, and now I'm turning back the clock slowly. But this is about healing the body naturally and healing the body without having to rely on medications. Medications is another factor, because if you're taking things like antibiotics, they contain a lot of sulfur, and that falls on the acid side of chemistry. So we also want to look at medications. Have you been taking certain medications through your life? You can take a look at your eyes, see if you got orange in your eyes. That may be an indicator of sulfur. And when you start bringing in this hydrating foods, you may not feel good. And you may actually, and you probably will, look worse bringing in the fruits and vegetables, because now you're changing the chemistry of your body. Now you're getting these acids moving out, and it's going to eliminate through your skin, through your stools. You may smell bad because these are now coming out of you, and they may have been in you for years. So you may see orange or mucus in your stools. Women, you may see it come out of your vagina. You may see it being pulled out of your sinuses. And this is not to be alarmed. You're just bringing in the hydration now. That's cooling everything down, cooling this fire down that's going on in your body. So expect to feel a difference in chemistry when you start going to the other side, to the alkaline side. And that's where it's at, you guys. So bringing in some whole fruits, whatever fruits you like, have fun. Whatever vegetables you like. I do some green juices and it really cools me down. And I just love feeling good, you guys. So I wanted to share that with you. Hope that helps you out. It's about bringing in more mineral-rich foods from your fruits and your vegetables. That's where the minerals are. Your leafy greens, calcium, magnesium. Get some berries in. Do some whole mono meals of fruit. See how you feel. The fruit just glides through me, like, feels so good. And that's where it's at. So hope that helps you out. I know this was a bit of a long video, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be alkaline, be yourself, and be getting in some fruit today. Cheers.